right. Because we're all set up. Reese, go ahead.
Yeah, so Brittany, I asked about pregame rituals, and Brittany said she does a pregame nap. Diamond said she does a pregame nap. I wonder if that's part of your ritual too.
I don't take any naps before the game.
Okay.
I don't. I lock in unless I'm extremely tired, but I'm not like superstitious or anything. I lied, I am. But no, I really don't take naps before the games though.
Is there anything else you do before the game?
I usually, when I'm at home, it's different than when I'm away. When I'm at home, I stay in the locker room the whole time. I'll go get treatment like an hour and 15 minutes before, and then after that, I just get ready for the game. But at home, I stay in the locker room. Away, I'll stay in the room and listen to music.
See, but the music is key for all of you. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, you need that music. You need that music to get you going, motivation.
I did it before I put my helmet on. It's all the same. It's all the same. So I know. Oftentimes, you guys don't really want to look ahead too much. So let's go ahead and look back a bit. First of all, something that I wanted the opportunity to say, and didn't because it was on the road. Congratulations on 1,000 points.
Thank you.
Okay. How big of an achievement was that for you? I mean, I know it wasn't the ultimate goal of the conference tournament. We'll get to that, I'm sure. But I mean, that's huge for any player to achieve.
Yes. Before the season, I wrote down a few goals for myself personally, and that was one of them. And I'm glad that I was able to achieve that. I think it is something big, but like in the moment, I didn't realize how big it was until everyone around me was like, a lot of players don't get 1,000 points in Division I basketball, and I was like, really? And then so I really realized like, okay, this is something really big that I just achieved. So I was proud of myself.
Well, and as achievements go, I mean, that's one of several this team's had, right? You know, individual and team, right? You know, they have that. Lish had the 10 steals in the game, something that hadn't happened in like 30 years.
Yes.
You know, obviously you all achieved that main goal we were talking about. See, I told you to come up with it. Conference tournament locked in, and then you were the last interview I had on Media Day where you too said conference tournament is the goal. Mm-hmm. That's achieved. You made that happen. There's a word I've used on the Black and Gold Banneret podcast to describe this season, iconic. Is that a good word?
I do believe this season is iconic. I do. There's more to come. We don't know what's to come, but it's coming. I think we're just in a blessed position right now to be here. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're a great team. I feel like our chemistry is great. We've been playing great, and we'll see how far we get in this tournament.
You're wonderful at setting up segues because you mentioned that chemistry. Like I was talking to Diamond, how much is to just get another opportunity to suit up together? How much of that is that a motivating factor against Florida in this opening round?
I mean, it's very motivating, especially for the super seniors. I mean, of course, we don't want it to end, so we're like, if we could get one more game in, just get one more game in for the super seniors. And I mean, that's what we've been doing, and we hope to do that in this tournament. It hasn't really hit me yet, winning the two things, that my season's about to come to an end sooner or later, and it gets a little emotional thinking about it, but I think we could go pretty far. I mean, we're a great team, like I said before, so we'll see what happens.
I'm on record saying you have that potential too, just so you know. Go ahead, Rick.
And Diamond talked about, the 13-game winning streak being a big motivation for you guys, but, with the possibility of, the season coming to an end sooner or later, like you said, how much of a motivation for that for you?
Let me think. I think we're always motivated, like I said. We're always locked in. I think as a team and a unit, we all know we could go far from players and coaches. So it just depends on us. Like how much do we want it? How hard are we going to fight to get it? And I think that's what it's going to come down to in the end.
I asked Britt about this too, and I think it's you as a super senior, this is especially a good point. You mentioned it hasn't hit you. What about the concept that soon after this, the other ladies that are coming in are going to hear about this team? Hey, did you hear what that 21-22 team did? Let me tell you, Coach A will be talking to them like she's talked to you using other teams. Has that really kind of hit you yet? What kind of feeling does that evoke?
It hasn't hit me yet. It hasn't. But,
I don't you.
But for the players coming in, I feel like that'll be motivation for them too. Like we've seen what they did, and we probably want to do that as well. Like we don't want this team to go backwards. We want to keep this team going, and that's something that we've talked to with the new upcoming players. Like we're gonna try to leave a legacy here. We're gonna you guys keep on bringing it forward, and I mean that's what we're trying to do. So we'll see.
Yeah, you guys have had obviously a lot of success defensively, but in terms of the offensive side, what are some of the things you guys can do to help win this game?
I mean, we haven't really looked at the scout ourselves yet, but I mean, we just have to play like inside out. I mean, we have offensive threats, you know, with the wings and the guards, and we have offensive threats in the paint as well. We got me, Brittany, Destiny. So if we all show up for the game ready to play and ready to score, I think it'll be hard to really guard all of us, to be honest.
And we talked to Diamond a bit too, said that Florida had a lot of size. There was another team that came in the building and had a lot of size in Tennessee and nearly got beat. I remember a few times you and Destiny had put some people on the floor trying to go for rebounds. I mean, if it's that kind of a game, again, I mean, is that something that you welcome? Is that the game you prefer?
It's going to be a tough game. I mean, we prefer any game that's given to us. Like I said, we don't want the season to end. So if that's the next biggest game, that's the game we're going to play, and we're going to play our hardest in it.
And last question from me, you know, you mentioned a concept there. I was almost done, but you mentioned a concept that I'm like, hey, like it's very, do you guys, so what I'm hearing you kind of saying is like, you're kind of the spear through the wall kind of thing, the first team to get to this level in hopes to kind of, so the hope is that, you know, other teams after you will be pulled up by what you did, yeah?
Yeah, I believe so. Anybody that's in our way, I mean, if there's a door there and you're trying to get through, what you gonna do?
That's a great one to end on for me with super senior Masseny Kaba and team captain as well. 1,000-point scorer, just so everyone's aware of that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.